Good morning. Are you ready for the morning message? All right, let's get started. We'll read and talk about things and then we'll read it again. Dear class, do you remember this new word? It's one of our newer words, want. It's a sight word. Can't really sound it out. The A would be saying, or in this word it says so that makes that word a little tricky. And this letter N, sometimes kids kind of forget about that and then they just think it's what, and they get this word mixed up with what. But we want to make sure we pay attention to that N, and that tells us that, well, one clue that this word is want. It also does not have an H like the word what does. In fact, let's just write that other word up here and see the difference. Hopefully you guys can see that. WH says W, just like this W says W. The A says the A says in this word. It ends with a T. This one ends with a T. But this one has the N in the towards the end. Want. All right. I want to. Now this word, we have some little parts we know. SH, we call this chunking it when we look for little chunks that we know. In some words, we have what we call little secret words. It's a little word inside of a bigger word. So we have SH says shh, and then we're getting familiar with OW. We've seen a lot of times where OW says oh, or excuse me, where OW says ow, and we've talked about like if we have an owie on our finger and we say ow, that would be OW, but OW also says oh, like you just understood something and you say oh. So shh, oh, show you the. In this word, we of course can make the N sound, but then we have EW saying ooh. That's a special sound we haven't really talked about much. EW says ooh, like you've just seen something really cool and you say ooh. The new mini. Okay, here's a big part because it's a big title, so it has uppercase letters at the beginning. Mini Super Improver Team Wall with an exclamation because I'm excited to show you that. I want to show you the new mini. Mini is small because it has to be in my dining room, and if you remember our wall in class, it was pretty big. So I have a mini version, and if you saw one of the other, I think it was calendar yesterday, I showed the mini Super Improver Team Wall on that one, but I'll show it again in just a moment. Because the other kids on Zoom this morning, they saw it today for the first time. All right, so you know that sound. We see two vowels together. We have a little saying that when we see two vowels together, we go like this. Two vowels go walking. The first one does the talking and says its name, and the second one is quiet. So we say the name of the first letter, and it is E. Two vowels go walking. The first one does the talking and says its name. Its name is E. So we just say E, and the second one is quiet. Keep. So keep. Here's a big word. We had this one, I think, yesterday. We have PR. We'll put that just real smooth together. We call that a blend. Per, act, active. C is making the soft sound. And then we have ing at the end. Practicing. And then our next word, this part is kind of tricky. IGH. Those three together say the long sound of I, which is I. It says its name. We've talked about how some of our words are just interesting and we have to just remember them by sight, especially that one, sight. All right, sight words. Here I'm going to list a few things. So I put a comma right there, and we have a comma right there. When we list a bunch of things, we put commas to separate them. So it sounds like there's a little pause between the words. So keep practicing sight words, counting, shapes, and more. Because I can't list everything that you can practice at home, but you know lots of things that you can practice, and keep practicing those things. Let's go back to talk about some of these words in here real quick. OW says ow, just like, or excuse me, OU says ow, just like OW. Count, and there's a secret word right there, count. And then we have ing. We should be getting very good at that ing sound, being able to read it, and if we wanted to write it, knowing what 3 letters we need. All right, counting. Here we have another SH. SH says shh. It's a sound we should be knowing. We have the magic E here. We're going to make, or magic E is going to make the other vowel say its name. When it says its name, that's the long sound. So A, and then we'll add the S at the end because we're talking about lots of shapes. 2 or more, we add an S. Shapes, shapes, and more. Here we have a little secret word, or. All right. At 1:30, this is a time that's written out, and the first number tells about the hour, and then we have these 2 little dots. On the other side, we have the minutes. So 1:30, and we'll be learning more about telling time in the weeks to come. At 1:30 today, we will, here's a little secret word in the word will. We have ill. We will do a, all right, we had a word like this yesterday. We have written, and this is writing. So the W is silent. When you have W-R together, the W is silent, and you just make the sound. Right. And we have another ing. We will do a writing activity. Love, Mrs. Fitzpatrick. So I hope you will join us back later today for that writing activity. All right, let's read it again. We talked a lot today about a lot of things. See how we do. Dear class, I want to show you the new mini super improver team wall. So keep practicing sight words, counting, shapes, and more. At 1:30 today, we will do a writing activity. Love, Mrs. Fitzpatrick. All right. How did you do? I know that was a little bit of a longer message, or we talked about kind of some tricky things in there today. But I just love how well you guys are doing at words that we see all the time in our morning message, like today and we will. Those are words we see a lot, and you're doing really good. All right, here's that super improver team wall, our mini version, our little version, so it can fit here in our little learning space. And so these are the words that, or the cards that I took down yesterday, or excuse me, not yesterday. I made this yesterday, but that I took down from our classroom and made little titles. We don't have our big ones that you saw on the wall, but everything is just condensed to this small space. And I've already given several improver stars from meeting with kids one-on-one on Zoom, or we did, let's see, one of our friends in our class, we did Messenger. It was like a video chat, so that worked for them, and however it works for you guys, I would love to do that with you so that you can earn some improver stars too. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. It looks like there might be some sun today, and I hope you're able to get outside and get some exercise. I miss you, and I hope you are doing all right. I hope you're having some good days, even though it's very different here. All right. I wish you well. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.